punter Jordan Sapp looks ready for that opening kick. And we're off from Baltimore. To return to Jerome Ford. And this drive will start inside the 25. So here are the Browns now, headed out for their first drive. And they're brought out by the rookie who was the talk of the NFL draft, Brock. Round hype, but didn't go until the 5th round. It's Shedeur Sanders.
You know, Kate, his NFL career didn't get off to the ideal start through the draft process and obviously falling to the 5th round. But seeing him in person a couple times in Colorado, I'll tell you this, he is tough and he is accurate. And those are 2 attributes that every NFL team wants in their quarterback.
And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And that gives the Browns a first.
Let's see, Kate. Establish a run, cash in on the opening drive, and play from in front. That's the dream scenario to any contest, and runs like that, it gets the ball rolling.
From the 39 now, after that explosive start to this drive. Here's Jerome Ford for the first time this game. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on first down.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Finds a man. Deontay Johnson has it. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They'll run here on first down. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Sanders. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Got to figure out this 3rd down here. Working out of the gun, Sanders. He sends this one to the end zone. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down. The Browns are lined up to punt. And this will put an end to the drive after it stalled out. Coming off a busy week, 5 punts in the loss, and he sends this one away. So here now are the Ravens on offense to begin their first drive. And they're brought out by someone who is the modern example of an elite running quarterback, the multiple-time MVP, Lamar Jackson.
A decade plus before Lamar, it was a guy named Michael Vick who was the standard for dual-threat quarterbacks. Well, today, that standard is Lamar Jackson, who at his best is an MVP-caliber player, the most exciting player, not just in his position, but in all of football. And don't let that running overshadow the strides he's made as a passer, too, in the pocket and as a franchise quarterback to build upon.
Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now. Pocket
isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the Big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Well, we're already seeing his legs going to be a factor in this contest. But I'll tell you what, Kate, if pressure's going to be on him like that, he's going to have to put his running back cape on and really use his ability to escape and keep things moving forward.
Another try following the sack. This is caught by Isaiah Likely. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Now Jackson off the play action. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. The Ravens going to punt this away, and here's Jordan Stout to handle that boot. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. Second drive coming up for this Cleveland offense. They aren't even quite sure what this team is going to settle in as this season, Brock, but already this is an important contest for them that could have postseason implications down the line.
Here we go, set.
To the air on 1st down, Sanders. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball. He's got it at the 30. And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns take the lead on the first play of the drive. Deontay Johnson with the touchdown. One after by Folk is up and good. And the Browns will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Ravens nothing.
The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Fielded at the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Coach John Harbaugh sending his Ravens offense back to the field. And this is an interesting game for both they and their rivals across from them, Brock, getting a key division matchup so early in this season. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
That's why you often see some high percentage pass plays on 1st and 10. You got to keep a defense honest. They're always looking for a run in that situation, a chance to stack them up for 2nd and long.
Now it's Lamar. Complete out to the right. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to give him the ball.
Has his man, it's cut by Andrews. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore. Trying down the middle with Henry. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here. What he was able to do in support of that win.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Play action. Here's Jackson. To the left side, caught by Andrews. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
Kid, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've left over the week during practice. The both quarterback and tight end went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, I hope you have just a little space to operate. That play-action works beautifully, and the tight end, the beneficiary.
And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 + 4 + 4 equals a 1st down.
Lamar off the play fake. Gets this one to Andrews. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
Give to Henry on the inside handoff. Tackle made at the 10. First and goal coming up.
Offense there, Kate, went heavy with that 13 personnel. One back, 3 tight ends, and those 3 added blockers. Just the element they needed to spring that run.
Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's first and goal. They'll run here with Henry. And he will carry this across for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And he'll decide to pass on the return here and take the touchback instead. Now we see the Browns offense headed out. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3 and out for this offense.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Kind of feel like we're watching a welcome to the NFL moment for this rookie quarterback. Hey, kid, yeah, the rush gets here a little bit faster at this level than it does the college game.
Offense to the line for second down.
Let's go now.
Trying again, following the sack. Stays in the pocket. They're on him again, and he goes down again. And the back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a third down.
First sack, wobbled the cart. This one, I think, sent it off the rails entirely. Taking the L on each of the first 2 plays leaves this offense looking at a very unlikely third down pickup.
Dumps it off to his running back. Wow, they sent him backwards all 3 plays, Brock. That should pretty clearly bring out the punting unit. Let's see.
Not terribly complicated on this one, just not the third down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently, little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
First and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
The Ravens in very good field position as they come up first and 10. Play fake, Jackson. Escapes the pocket. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
The line of scrimmage.
Here's Lamar. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. So not an enviable spot here as they come up on third and very long. From the gun, Jackson. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
The Cleveland offense back out and getting set for the drive. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. That's complete, David Njoku. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Cleveland first down.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns. He puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
On target to his back to Rico Dowdle. And he gets through for a 7-yard gain. The tackle made at the 47. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down. That'll be the end of one in this AFC North battle. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. Back to the bank in just a moment. We're ready now for the 2nd quarter. Browns in control of it. They'll have it 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun. Here's Sanders. Connects on the crosser. And he's got them quite the gain here, partner, as he finally is brought to a stop.
He just made a difficult throw to the outside. Look elementary, Kate, and that's not easy. The placement, excellent. And it helped set his target up to put some more yards on that stat sheet.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play.
Come on.
Shotgun snap, a get to Ford. Room to the right. And finally they catch up to him at the 11. They get an even 10 on that play. And that gives the Browns a first.
First down, Cleveland.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the game they did.
He will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the 1st down.
Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal. Handoff now to Judkins. The charge into traffic, but the line doesn't budge. They stall him out short.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And he's going to be taken down as this defense shows some backbone. Great stand to get him at the 2.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a 3rd run after back-to-back negative losses.
Dowdle. And this is going to end behind the line. A great stop down in close. Let's see if they want to risk it now on 4th and goal.
Well, it was bad enough that the previous run went backwards. You've got to have balance in this league. I mean, you really do. There's no chance offensively to find sustained success unless you present run and pass to a defense. And right now, this defense is owning your run game.
They'll leave the offense out there and try 4th and goal from the 4.
Let's go now.
They'll go. It's Sanders. He will not escape the rush on 4th and goal. That's a sack. This is going to be a turnover on downs.
I'm going to guess a little deal was cut there by these pass rushers in the huddle. You guys in the secondary, just buy us a little time. We don't need perfect coverage. Just tighten things up so we can get home. And boy, did they ever in a big moment.
Henry gets it here to start the drive. Nearly starts the drive with a 1st down run. Stopped a yard short, gain of 9.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
1st down carry, got him 9. Yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Another run for Henry. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
26-yard line.
First down. Here's Lamar. Batted away at the line. Incomplete. He didn't put it high enough to get it over that line. Second down coming up.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
This is Henry on second. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. And we haven't even hit the break yet, but already we're looking at this likely becoming a 100-yard game for him in the very near future, and expect more to follow after that. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. They go play fake with Jackson. Flushed out of the pocket. Finds him on the crossing route. This one will get them into enemy territory. Hit and stop quickly, but the catch moves into the 48. All right, set now, first and 10. Henry running to the left. And somehow he manages to get back to the line of scrimmage before going down.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even rip through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Play action now with Jackson. A risky throw, and they're going to intercept it. Picked off by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. Oh, man, I'm having to hold my partner back after this one. Captain Fundamental not happy that he didn't take the time to stop and get set before delivering that football. Gotta think that in part led to the turnover.
Yeah, Captain Fundamental because I couldn't run. Kind of like Tom Brady, right? But he's the essence of it. He's the GOAT. Why? Because he sets his feet. He's so fundamentally sound. The chance of interception so much higher when your fundamentals are no good.
It's okay, partner. It's gonna be okay. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't gonna risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
That's a veteran move right there by a rookie quarterback. You see so many rookies, we do, Kate, who try to play hero ball and force things in every single spot. But he's already wise enough to know how to throw it away.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Going again here, Sanders. Called in by Njoku, left side. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight ends short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Here we go.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. Intended target there was David Njoku. So it's going to be 4th and short.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and it's incomplete.
And he can't get the push they needed. They hold him at the line and send him packing after a turnover on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
Has it downfield working the left. And he's out of bounds at the opposing 15-yard line. It goes for a 38-yard pickup. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Here's Henry running left. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Running once more with Henry. Finds a small seam. That's good for 5. Make it 3rd down.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length.
And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Ravens take a second quarter lead. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game. Nope. Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you instantly think of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Stout all set to send this one away. And maybe making some better judgment here as he takes a knee and accepts the touchback. The Browns getting their offense out there. It's a touchdown ball game right now, Brock. 14-7 as they start this possession. Judy will go in motion right. Blown back, it's the handoff. We're working a couple yards past the line. Jair Alexander with a stop.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, here's Sanders. Has him on the quick hitter. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
Back to the air here on second. Sanders. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. Look at that time for Deontay Johnson. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Sanders now on 3rd down. He finds Njoku complete. And finally, they're able to stop this play from getting any more yards. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And that's good for a Cleveland first down. That brings us to the 2-minute warning at the Inner Harbor. The Browns pushing for a late spark before halftime. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, that's not met the standard they set for themselves.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Here we go. Set. 60 even. 60.
Working out of the gun, Sanders. That's caught at the 4. That's a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns earn the chance to tie before halftime. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Here's a return from the 7. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32. The Ravens and Derrick Henry making their way back out on offense. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Drive begins with Henry. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's good for a Ravens first down. Lamar back to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
Now Jackson off the play action. Rolling out to his left. He's going to keep it this time.
Now that's a situation, may have worked out better if he'd thrown the ball. His running ability gets him a chunk of yards, but still some work to do to get that first down.
So before third down whistles, and yep, the timeout comes in. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a first down pickup.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Fits it through the middle. And he'll go down here at the 16. It's a pickup of 26. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
Kate, we see it every week in the NFL. So many of these defenses are predicated on not giving up the big play. So when you get a chunk play, yards like that thrown into double coverage to your tight end, you will take it every time and twice on Sunday.
Not much time left in the half, so the kicking team out on first down. It's from the left hash, 33 yards. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And they've taken back the lead.
Okay, that's just an excellent play call to get a chunk of yards and set up that field goal before halftime. Job well done.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half or if we get a play from scrimmage as this one's away. Here's Ford on the return. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So a field goal game at the half. Good one so far, 2 quarters to go. Now let's check in with Scott Hanson. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Not a big window for those halftime speeches. They're right back out of the locker room and set to resume play with the 3rd quarter. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. This return starts at the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Here comes the Baltimore offense to begin quarter number 3. That last touchdown cuts their lead from 10 to 3, but a chance to restore it right here. Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Handoff headed right to Henry. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I know these D-ends love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Play action. Here's Jackson. Bails out of the pocket quick. Now here he goes. Offense up to the line fast.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd.
Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts, as that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Henry's going to try to pick it up. he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. That was the biggest 3-yard gain you're going to see, because instead of a turnover on downs, Brock, it gets them a first.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Lamar off to play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
I know the scoreboard doesn't say it, but this has been a winning effort up front defensively. One of the keys to their success was going to be this pass rush and sacking the quarterback, and they can check that box.
Another try following the sack. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Now here's Lamar. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Not on the same page with his tight end. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. The Ravens getting ready for the punt. And that fair catch corralled just beyond the 25-yard line. The Browns are headed out there on offense alongside Deontay Johnson for this series. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. First call here coming from the shotgun.
Come on, come on.
Sanders back to throw. Looking for a target. Jerry Jeudy with the grab. And he is brought to a stop after he found plenty of room there to run.
It's a gain of 23 yards. 1st down, Cleveland.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
To the air on 1st down. Sanders. Throw right side. Caught by Fanning. Breaks the tackle. Green grass ahead. And he's marked down. Looks like at the 32-yard line. It's a great pickup. 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. 1st and 10. He keeps it on the option. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Chopping that play, Trenton Simpson.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defense linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
Out
of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Tackled on the play by Marlon Humphrey.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Okay,
3rd and just 2 to go. They give it to him again. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. And he's brought down after a short gain.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Now Sanders. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Deontay Johnson, the intended receiver. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Dowdle. And he falls through the defense for a touchdown. The Browns grab the lead on their first series of the half. Folk on now to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Browns take a 4-point lead.
21. Ravens 17.
The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. He fields it from the 8. The coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Ravens and Derrick Henry making their way back out on offense. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. Jackson to throw it. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. He was looking for Mark Andrews. And it's going to be 2nd down. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
Likely's got it right side. And progress finally halted after he picks up a chunk.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Running down the middle with Henry. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. There's Henry on the option. Nearly broke even, but the defenders followed that zone read well, and it's going to cost him about a yard.
Well, once we saw them on a collision course with one another, we know how inertia works. The bigger man, he wins.
Jackson now on 3rd. Into the hands of Likely. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down the completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
6 yards to the line. The offense is going to go for this. Looking to throw. Has his man. It's caught by Andrews. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
They give to Henry on the inside handoff. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Play action now with Jackson. Rocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
That is some serious defensive urgency that really does, Kate, match the situation we're in. This is a one-score game. Even though they have gotten after this quarterback all game long, they know they can't let up now.
Defense looking to defend the marker on third down. Pistol snap to Jackson. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
The Browns and quarterback Shedeur Sanders ready to get back to work. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Here's 2nd and 11. That one's caught along the left sideline. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. A big completion for the rookie out of Colorado. It gets his guys a first.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
On 1st down, they'll run. Good defensive effort here drives them back across midfield onto their own side.
One of the challenges when you run that jet sweep is you better secure that edge. I've not seen a great jet sweep in my life where you don't win the edge of the line of scrimmage. And that time, the defense got the job done.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Throw left side finds Johnson. Into the red zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Deontay Johnson with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up. You can find pay dirt.
The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Now the Ravens all set for another possession. And a nice drive last time out, Brock, squandered by that interception. So I think they take a repeat of everything except that final play. Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Rocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
This defense has been doing it all, not just with the takeaways, but the pressure and what that does and how hard it is to play the quarterback position when you're taking a beating like this.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and you couldn't do it.
So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. It's the Ravens' ball. They come in trailing, but that lead is within reach. Fourth and forever coming up. Desperation time here. He puts some power on a deep one left. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the fourth. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Here we go. Set.
Thrown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that run stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Shotgun snap, a get to 4. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Sanders now on third down. It's on target to Johnson. And this is down all the way to the 3. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a first and goal. From the gun, it's full. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up.
This game has evolved so much over the years, but there's just certain times, there's certain moments, some flashes of greatness like that you see Dick Butkus, that you see Jack Lambert, that you see Mike Singletary. These middle linebackers stuck in the run. This guy in particular, like the greats used to do.
And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Only 2 on the carry there, and it's third and goal from the 4.
That's twice now where runs have not gotten them into the end zone, but you've kind of set yourself up. Actually, you've set yourself up really well for a little play action right here.
And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns make it a 3-score game in the fourth. David Njoku, the touchdown. Polk on now to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Browns push their lead to 18.
Ravens 17.
The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Starting from the 5. And this will give them some decent field position here, partner, and this gets out to the 30. The Ravens trotting out their offense. Their failure on fourth down was answered by a touchdown, so they're really going to need to rebuild some momentum as they take the field once again. Rush now. Catch made by Keaton Mitchell. And he'll go down, it will say right at the 39-yard line. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Second and a yard.
Now here's Keaton Mitchell with the run. And he's taken to the ground after a nice push downfield.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
First and
10 from a yard shy of midfield. Throwing from the gun. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Browns get it as he makes his 3rd interception of this game.
I hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. You know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did through 3 quarters, and this defense is cutting it loose.
Back out now comes the Browns offense. They're going to win this game, but with touchdowns on 3 straight drives, Brock, they're probably going to want to keep that streak going. Ford straight ahead. He cuts it to the right sideline, and he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
Kate, a run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Alone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on first down.
A loss of 2.
His goal's pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you could come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
Back-to-back carries here. This one isn't looking much better, Brock. He's handed another loss. That's 2 in a row. They've got third down now coming up.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
Third and long for him here. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a first and goal.
Roquan Smith in on the tackle.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on first and goal.
Stay on schedule. SOS. We talk about it all the time. Offensively, you've got to stay on schedule, and a run like that puts you now so far behind the sticks that it takes some superhuman effort now on second down.
He's running with it, and not much doing. He stopped quickly.
That's just a case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
Here he is on third and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up fourth down.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
On is Nick Folk to attempt the field goal from 37 yards in the right hash. The kick by Folk is good. Hold on, though. There's a flag down here. Although, if this is on the defense, Brock, they're probably just going to decline it and keep that make. A fortunate break for them as they get a gift with roughing the kicker. Their offense heading back out to keep things going. So after they ran into the kicker, Brock, that penalty keeps this drive going with a 1st and 10. Sanders going to look to throw. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. Deontay Johnson, the intended receiver. So it's second down coming up. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Back to the air here on second. Sanders has it in close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Third and a lone yard coming up. He keeps it himself. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Browns put up even more points in a win. Folk on now to try the point after. Pressure off left, and it's blocked! Up to the races, middle of the field! Reaches the 40, at the 20. And against all odds, they get the block and return it all the way for 2 points.
It's far from this kicker's first NFL campaign, but I bet you it's one of the first kicks he's seen turn into points on the other side. Hey, listen, fault is shared by everybody, but I'm sure he'd prefer this to be the last time it happens in his lengthy career.
Coach John Harbaugh sending his Ravens offense back to the field. And you know that interception is in the back of their minds as they head back out there now. Offense showing trips outright as they get set for this 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Has it downfield working the left. And he's sent out right after he makes that catch at the 40-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Well, we have seen the value of a big physical tight end. Just like that. Those post routes downfield, so hard to defend. The great tight ends, the physical tight ends, it's almost as if they're posting up on the low block in basketball, and you can't get around them.
It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Now here's Lamar. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. Well, that should pretty much shut down throwing his way anymore, Brock. This guy has ended each of their last 2 drives by himself with an interception.
And that's kind of the price you pay when you're playing phenomenal ball as a defender. I can remember Aaron Rodgers, primetime game, said, I'm not even throwing once, and didn't attack Richard Sherman one time that game.
And he's brought down by a collective effort there, only 1 yard on the carry.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Bronco switch.
Another carry for him. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out.
A 3-yard pickup, and it's 3rd down.
Let's go. 70 Lions.
Working out of the gun, Sanders. That's caught for the 1st. And this one's brought to an end well downfield from that line of scrimmage.
A gain of 27 on the play. 1st down, Cleveland.
That's the 2-minute warning here from Baltimore. Browns nearing their 1st win of the season.
On the ready.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10.
Come on, come on. Hit. Hit.
Judkins headed right. And they corral him after a minimal gain to the 21. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Ready. Cowboy 80. Ready.
Give up the middle to Ford. Jukes one defender. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
Here we go. Start. Liking. 8 2. Ready.
Dowdle will not challenge for the end zone. He loses a bunch here.
I'm going to guess at some point, whether it's in the huddle or over there on the bench on the sidelines after this drive, QB is going to go apologize to that running back. He just ran him into one heck of a negative play.
Gets it again. And he's backed up again as they stop him for another loss.
Okay, that is just a terrific effort defensively, and now really sets you up. I don't think this offense can run it, not after getting knocked backward on 2nd down.
19 Charger.
So the Browns will take this win home with them. And they take the first skirmish with their division rivals, with a chance at a sweep awaiting them later in the year in their building. So for Brock Huard and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL